Hmm. Well, that's not a good start. I've already died. Yeah. I got murdered so hard, I don't exist anymore. Oh, this was working all of 5 seconds ago. Come on, buddy. You can work with me here. Okay, that's fine. I've got a backup plan. Always have a million backup plans. Bingo. Oh, wait, no. Oh, no, it's too big now. It's like every... Okay, that's fine. We'll fix this. We'll get it. Oh, it's getting there. This looks like the full thing. Okay, you see the gamer now? Oh, wait, it's actually not quite perfect. Let me just fix it a little bit more. Yes? Excellent. That's a 4K to 1080p issue combined with a primary display capture failure disaster. There's a small smiley in between S and I. I can't refute that exactly. Hey Grump. Hold on. There we go. Now it should be perfect. So this is a really cool game. I originally had this on the Switch, pronounced either Gnosia or Gnosia or Gnosia. People can't actually agree on the pronunciation, and since it's actually kind of a made-up word, although allegedly based on the word Gnostic, so probably Gnosia then. Regardless, that doesn't matter so much. This is a really cool social deduction game. Single player, though. Based very much on the main premise of One Night Ultimate Werewolf. Yeah, the soundtrack is overpowering. Ah, I was hoping... No, get out of there. And I will also reduce... Whoops. What the? Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Okay, this should work. How about now? I want it existent because this is an amazing soundtrack, but I want it pretty quiet. Much better. Much better as in it's not competing with me at all, or it's sort of competing. Sounded like a rave. I'll make it a little quieter. Okay, so that should be good. Awesome. Okay, seeing as that probably overpowered everything I was saying before, I will start again. Gnosia, or potentially Gnosia. I think the word is allegedly based on the word Gnostic, or Gnosticism, so probably Gnosia is technically the correct pronunciation, although I've always called it Gnosia, is a social deduction single-player game, very much inspired by the gameplay of games like One Night Ultimate Werewolf. In fact, you will find more than a few similarities. To entirely compare it to that would be super unfair in a number of ways. This game is special as far as I'm concerned. It really tries its own unique thing, and I think it succeeds in a lot of ways. I played this a bit on the Nintendo Switch. I am happy to revisit it now. So, without wasting any more time, I should probably actually showcase, you know, the actual game. And already you get to build your character, which is a really cool concept in a game about social deduction. Do we have any thoughts on where would be the best place to invest our attributes? I'm going to have to move my face around a lot here, I think. Hold on. Let me find me. Get out of the way, me. We'll have to find an important place to put me that doesn't get in the way of stuff moving forwards. So fortunately, it's nice enough to actually tell you what each of our stats do here. Unless I move my mouse off. So, I've already managed to accidentally remove points. Wait, you can remove points? Oh. Okay, you can create quite the custom character even at the start. So, spoilers. This stat is only useful typically a small amount of the time. And there are ways to get around not having many points in performance. Otherwise, most of what I remember is pretty small, except for the fact that intuition allows you to pick up on other people's lies and suspicious behavior is quite good in a game where you have to figure out that people are trying to murder you. So I'm going to at least make that 5. Oh, and then most importantly, we get to choose our color. How about color first, Grump? Blue? I was thinking blue too. No lie. Seriously, for realsies. Only because I did red on my first playthrough. Because, you know, red, favorite color. Stealth makes it good for you to not die. Well, not get chosen to die. Because once you're chosen to die, that's it. You're gonna die. I'm just noticing something weird on my Streamlabs. That's interesting. Okay. That should be fine, though. Okay. I'm gonna take a punt, then, at some of the stats. It's just not useful early on. Although that will become painful later on. Logic is really important for convincing people that you're right, but intuition is just so important. The ability to pick up on people's lies, like what in this game, if somebody's lying, they're there to kill you, basically. Or they're there to work with people who are there to kill you, which makes intuition incredibly valuable. Logic lets you destroy certain fallacies, which is quite valuable. So I might just make my stat spread this. I hope you're reading this. It's all extremely important. Oh wait, no, the screen's screwed up. My game capture has failed. Oh dear, again? I cannot believe we're having these many technical issues. Well, it's every time I do that. Hold on, let's do this. Okay. We're back to the screen working. I'm just going to actually, for the sake of everybody getting an actual exposure to how this game works. Welcome to Gnosia. This game is based on... No. Okay, we will delete... I'll very quickly re-roll this character. Because something went wrong with the screen capture, which seems to have resolved itself now. Excellent. Don't care for putting on a performance so much. It's all just 5s. Now it's not. Oh wait, no. We've got to have blue. It's blue or it's not a run. Okay, now read this real quick. You better be following. If you're not following, you're gonna have no idea what to do. Okay, I got it. Well, do we understand? Do we get it? You weren't paying attention. It's going to be a huge problem. I'm actually going to have to move my head out of the way here. No. Put me... I don't know where to put me for this. I'm living here now. I don't get it. Oh, good. Being able to speak is the minimum bar for progress at the moment, so... it looks like we're actually doing all right. I really do like the art style in this game as well. Her eyes are already red. She's just been gaming hard today. It happens. Tough question. Should mankind be wiped out from the universe? It's a sus question. I know, right? I don't think so. Sounds promising. It is pretty suspiciously convenient. All right, you got me. Yeah, I reckon they would. Let me know if I'm moving through this too fast or too slow. Oh, and we're in a vote. Oh, I'm not in a good place for this at all, actually. Hold on. Let's move me again. Maybe stick me over here. Vote for what? Presidency? Can you review the conversation prior? Yes, you can. To a degree. How far you can recall is actually based on, I think, your logic score. So now... I'm just looking at the stream. I'm now just floating in the air, but hey, that's just how it's gonna be. But yes, you can see parts of the conversation prior to jog your memory. At this point, though, we haven't really been given any information on what's going on or what we can do. So you can just sort of vote randomly at this point. Raiko? Yeah, because Raiko was already trying to sell us out, right? It makes sense. Well, whatever she got chosen for, cold sleep. game cut her off. Oh, I'm still in the way, but only slightly. There we go. The Gnosia will have killed somebody, and you'll realize I was innocent. You're basically giving the Gnosia carte blanche? I think that's how it's pronounced. Start the freeze. Am I getting murdered? No, then I'm on them. Okay, forget it. We're going here. Have I forgotten about that night? So here's the tutorial on being able to actually use the tab key to see the past. You can't remember that much of the past, though. Am I lying this early into the game? I don't think so. Let's see, look, she has red eyes too if you actually look close. Or reddish. How are we doing? Can we keep up? Are we keeping up? Are we okay? We're okie dokie. It's all under control. It's all true. That's true too. That's completely fair. It's a fair question. Oh, game is suddenly Randy. That should be every farewell ever. If we're still alive, see you tomorrow. Uh-oh. Among Us? Hold on, that's a different game. Or are they saying that Among Us is the competitor game? Gina is now red. Raiko is blue. Blue means cold sleep. Red means a thing happened. Yeah, that. So this is like the main core gameplay of the game. Not that it makes a lot of sense at the start. I'm still in the way of some of the stuff. Okay. Let's make me a little bit lower. There. So there's only two people left. One of them is the Gnosia, the other isn't. Do we have any thoughts, Grump? They're equally sketchy. It's true, right? One is really buddy-buddy at the start. Is there a reason for that? Oh, hold on. And then the other one is pretty clingy, but that might just be their personality. This part here is a little bit odd for the first round because it's more or less them just going through the normal motions of a regular gameplay segment when there's only two people. It's all on us. SQ will vote for Setsu, Setsu will vote for SQ, and you can't vote for yourself, so somebody has to go into cold sleep. The first time I played this game, I made the wrong choice. And I was very good at making the wrong choice. Whoever is creepier in their Gnosia face, choose them to be cold sleep. I don't actually remember what their Gnosia faces look like. It's okay. Nobody's getting blamed for making the wrong call. What does your gut say, Grump? I should mention, no, there are no permanent mistakes. Your gut says SQ is Gnosia. She's way too manipulative. Okay? We'll lock that in as soon as I find my mouse. There. So now we have access to the data log, which gives things about each run through. Really useful stuff like who is just friendly with you, who hates you for some random reason. We've got we also get access to reports later on in the game. We also get to see the previous day's voting results. All really cool, useful stuff. And you also get a discussion log, and that I think doesn't go back in time. No, like goes back permanently in time. It's got nothing to do with your logic score. But the real question is, did we get it right? You done did it, Grump. You got the answer right. SQ was the Gnosia. I thought it was too simple, right? I'm like, no, Setsu's too trustworthy. It has to be a double, a double play. We're getting manipulated here. It was gonna be her. So yeah, first round I got murdered. Glad I've got you on my side. And here we have the basic rules. Once the win or lose conditions have been fulfilled, that round ends, you start another one. Alternatively, you have to survive to the end. So if you get attacked or put into cold sleep, even if your side would have won, it's not a win for you. You don't get any, I don't think you get any points for it at all. So SQ is Gnosia. And for the first couple of rounds in this game, it's always set who will be... I'm pretty sure it's always set who will be the killer, who will be the... and who will be normal humans. And that, past a certain point, becomes completely randomized. But at the start, it's all set. Unfortunately, I only remember who the Gnosia was for the absolute first playthrough. So from now on, there's no metagaming going on. I don't remember who the killers are. It's a lie. You are totally Gnosia. The loop has turned back time. Because of this, the crew member and Gnosia roles have changed. Each playthrough, everybody's roles are randomized. For the first few, it's set in stone. Otherwise, it's completely random. Unfortunately, I only remember who was who for the absolute first round. Yeah, she looks like a liar. I had to take a quick whiz, otherwise. The string keeps buffering, does it? Ooh, okay. Mine's saying my bitrate's good. Maybe give me a refresh and see what happens. Huh, well, wouldn't you know it, there is a Gnosia procedure manual. It's fine now? Oh, that's good to hear. So establishing more of the rules of the game. One person dies after each voting section, exactly like One Night Ultimate Werewolf. So it's not quite in play at this moment, but it's worth mentioning right now. Every single character in the game has a personality, sort of attempting to emulate playing with real humans. They have their own stat scores, which means they're good and bad at certain things. Some characters are spectacular at detecting lies, but might be awful at convincing others of that. Or some characters might be incredibly good at deferring suspicion away from themselves, which means even if they are Gnosia, it can be incredibly difficult to convince other people that they're the bad guys. So there's a lot of actual clever thinking and ironically a sort of social deduction even in the game that's entirely single player. Anyway, I don't know who the Gnosia is in this playthrough now, so it's actually pot luck, and hopefully I get lucky and spot somebody lying in this playthrough. So a bit of a lore dump. Not very useful lore dump. They come from somewhere. We don't know. So if you don't know something, you're a Gnosia. Or a Gnosia? Or Gnosia. So here's the main game flow. Characters doubt or support each other, or make suggestions on what people do, things like that. So it seems like people are relatively supportive of SQ this time around. Yep, there's a lot of support for SQ. And apparently in this run through at this point in time, Gina is our friend and trusts us. I think it's unlikely, considering it's not random at this point, that they choose SQ twice. Raikyu's gonna get Rakio. I have no idea how to pronounce that name. Rakio's just gonna wind up in cold sleep permanently. Actually, I'm pretty sure Rakio's personality is such that typically Rakio does get targeted a lot because they stand out and they have low scores for not getting called out. Oh my god, they're dump piling on Rakio. Well, are we also dumping on Rakio? I think that's what we're doing. I'm not hearing any strong opinions. The Rakio freeze begins. Why is Gina your friend here? So, I think it's just to make runs a little bit interesting each time. Basically, there will be people who randomly like or dislike you each run, just to help flavor things up a bit. There's no real reason for it, but people who like you are very unlikely to act against you unless you do something super sus. The ultimate rage quit. You're all beyond salvation, like a bunch of lemmings, but that's fine with me. I don't care. I'll accept my death sentence. In fact, I welcome it. I'd rather die than live with you idiots. Well, Raiko's just not having a good time. I want 4D chess. Give me billiards. Okay. That's funny. I think we like steak here. Oh, I do like ramen. Steak, ramen, steak, ramen. Steak, ramen, steak, ramen, steak, ramen. I know what you like, Grump, but I'm taking control here. The hell is that supposed to mean? Men. Who's there? Gnosia. You're as big a troll as I am. Okay, next time we get the opportunity to mess with somebody, we'll do it. I really like the soundtrack in this game. It's something really special. Can your friend be Gnosia? 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 I'm gonna settle with Gnosia just because if it is meant to be based on Gnostic, then that's probably the pronunciation. If the Gnosia were to take over this ship, what would they do? It's a really good question. And yes, your friend absolutely can be Gnosia. I have had playthroughs where I am so certain I have won. Like, so, yep. Absolutely destroyed them. This was so straightforward. And then you get this nice ending cutscene and it turns out they were Gnosia and you get murdered. And it's like, I just got played. Like, I got completely outsmarted by a computer. Others use humans to satisfy their animalistic instincts. Sounds a little disturbing. So basically, Gnosia are bad dudes. She's getting murdered, isn't she? Oh. Who? Who? No, don't do that. She's so dead. Tell me now. I don't... Oh. Okay. I don't know how this is going to pan out now. God, it's so special to have a memory that forgets everything a couple of days later. This is like a new playthrough all of a sudden. Ah, so now we enter the part where we start introducing different character roles. So, as mentioned, the engineer can investigate one person per warp and can determine whether or not they are Gnosia. There is only one engineer at a time. This means each playthrough, depending on the settings for each playthrough, there will be one engineer. The engineer can each night investigate somebody and find out whether they're a Gnosia or not. There's one problem with this, though. So this is the current settings board. It mentions that there are 5 crew. One of them is Gnosia, and in this playthrough there is an engineer. And here we have the list of characters. SQ is dead. Raiko is doing what Raiko always does and sleeping. And here is Gina as a professed engineer. The problem I mentioned, though, is that anybody can claim to be the engineer, including Gnosia. So there's no proof that Gina is the engineer. So, do we trust our friend, or are we being manipulated? So the engineering report, there was only one claim to be engineer, and they pegged Setsu as the engineer. I'm going to believe Gina. Did I get played? You don't know. Too much pressure. Don't make me choose. Yeah, but that doesn't mean it was true. Please don't murder me. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. My memory is just not good enough for this game. And this is the introduction of the intuition ability. So, we're dead. Gina was the Gnosia. Setsu was innocent. And we got murdered. So yes, if you want a conclusive proof that your friend can be Gnosia, there you go. Throws table. It's kind of what's fun though. Like, it does play with you. What is interesting is that it actually marked her as Gnosia before it ended. That's probably just a visual glitch. So Gina must be good at lying. Not necessarily. So even characters that are bad at lying can tell lies and you won't pick up on it, even if you've got good intuition. In my experience, even with really high intuition scores, the odds of detecting any one thing being a lie isn't fantastic. Still, intuition's amazing because anytime somebody tells a lie, you can pick up on it. And once you get a decent intuition score, you can really, it does get pretty reliable. You have good odds if they lie a few times in a row. And as we go through the days, they introduce more people. So here we have 7 crew members and 1 engineer, 2 Gnosia now. So now, even though I've been spectacularly bad at spotting one, we have two to deal with. Rightio, Grump. Thanks for showing up. Are we taking you out round one again, Riker? Why is it weirdly unfortunate? Wonder what this game looks like as a speedrun. Anyway, early on, when you have really poor... So, hold on. Do we have my character sheet? I don't, actually. So this is... Actually, this is worth pointing out now. Basically, completing this game requires that you get complete all the notes for every single character. So as these fill out, you get more information about these characters. It also, I'm pretty sure, improves their stats. So it's pretty huge. As you get further in the game, basically your enemies get better and stronger. Which helps to counter out a little bit you going stronger, but eventually you do out-level it. I wonder if there's a way to see my stats. Not sure yet. Eventually you do get to see them. But basically, if you have bad stealth and poor performance and everything else, it's not really worth speaking out at the start because you'll just draw a lot of attention to yourself and either get murdered or put into cold sleep. That being said, being silent for too long also makes you look suspicious because people know Gnosia might try to not speak at all so that people can't pick up on them and lying. So it's a delicate balancing act. And at the start, you're really at people's mercy. It's very hard to get things going at the start. There's some real Stella hate here. Rakio is my friend. Lots of Stella hate. Nobody's revealed themselves as the engineer. There is an engineer. Love that he has that line. So now there's SQ and Stella suspicion. Right. Typically in round one, unless somebody outright tells a lie that you spot, it's really hard to know who's guilty. Everybody's dump piling on Stella, so I guess let's join them. And Raiko survived her turn one. This is the other bit of gameplay that we've finally gotten to. So, it's your slice of life segment, except not particularly well developed at all. But basically, you get to go around and talk with different people. Sometimes you form alliances, or you get to find out pieces of evidence on them, or you get to advance the plot in some way. In this playthrough, I am pretty curious. There's two Gnosia, and I have no idea if Stella was one of them or not. Let's talk to Shigemichi. Michi? Okay, well, Setsu wasn't Gnosia. So at this point, it's worth looking at the voting logs. So Stella voted for Shigemichi, but of course she had to vote for somebody other than herself. So that doesn't really imply that she was a Gnosia or not. Meanwhile, we got Stella and Setsu. There's not a lot to go on, and they haven't spotted any lies yet. Because everybody's so universally dumped on Stella, it's kind of hard to figure out what other alliances might have been the case. Oh, okay, so now we have a Gnosia. It's one of those two. That's true, you actually can have multiple fake engineers. Yes, technically you could have up to 4 fake engineers. No, 3 fake engineers. So either Shigemichi or SQ is Gnosia. And Raiko doesn't trust SQ. Wait, that top left bar, is that meant to be showing... Why is it showing him as a... Some... Oh, no, it's saying people suspect. So you can just look at the top left to say what people are claiming, I guess. Shigemichi is claiming that there's something sus about SQ. And now she's got that icon on her. And then I guess she's saying she thinks Shigemichi is one. Actually, there's something else we can look at now. So, SQ claims that Shigemichi is Gnosia from her engineer scan, but that would be a lie if she's actually the faker. Shigemichi is claiming that Gina is Gnosia, which we also heard. Why does it have Shigemichi here now? I don't actually quite know what's going on with that interface stuff. I think SQ is the sus one. Now I'm getting doubted. Wait, no. Why did I think I was talking? Oh my god, I just misread that. No, I agree. I know I come across as flaky, but... Could Gina be the other Gnosia? Well, she'd have to be. She would have to be. Because she's been defending SQ. And Shigemichi has accused her. And SQ is the other claimed engineer. So it's very possible that SQ and Gina are the two Gnosia this time around. So... SQ, please. Okay. want to talk to Gina because she might possibly say something to me and I might possibly pick it up as a lie. Well, that didn't really reveal much. Yeah, so we still got the claim that Gina is Gnosia. So at this point, we're both going to dump pile on Gina. And it's very likely she's guilty because that would make Shigemichi's report make sense. Well, actually, it's not very likely, but it would make internal logical sense if she is also the Gnosia. Treating you like a liar and stuff. You wouldn't murder me. Oh, is this just saying what they reported because of their role? Maybe that's what that indicator means. I trusted you, my alien buddy. Don't let me down. Goodbye. Yes! And this is the other cool part. You get to find out everything that was going on. So, yeah, SQ was another Gnosia. And so was Gina. So SQ. Fake reported on Shigemichi to try to decredit him. Yeah, that's... That was a run that actually went well. Oh, I'm the engineer this time, apparently. So, I'm the engineer. There are 7 crew, 2 Gnosia, and there's also the Guardian Angel this time around. And the game will explain Guardian Angel, so I won't bother explaining it until after it explains it. Yeah, so this is the other really important point. It is incredibly likely that the Gnosia will try to kill you if you are the engineer, because what you say is super dangerous. And if you can kill the real engineer and have your own fake engineer be accepted by the group, you've pretty much won. I'm going to step forward. There we go. So now we know that SQ is Gnosia. Yeah, if a fake comes along, if it's in this game, you have to say that you're that role or you permanently keep it quiet. You always just want to say that, Raiko. So this is the start of turn 1, so... Yeah, we don't have any engineering ports. It looks like Setsu's our buddy this time. So there's a chance that Rakio is the other Gnosia because a definite Gnosia is trying to divert suspicion off of her. Actually, no. Rakio isn't it. They, I think. My bad. Actually, hold on. I think the thing says. Not available. I remember something like that. Doesn't exactly give pronouns though, so they is probably the safest. That's interesting. Setsu also doesn't have a... So, Rakio could just be attacking Setsu because Setsu is... Setsu accused her, but SQ's dumping onto it, so that makes me think it's... Actually, you can't trust SQ, she will betray her fellow allies, but I'm almost inclined to defend her, but then that makes me more likely to be a target of Gnosia. But I've come forward as the engineer, so I'm already their target. Yep. Not much luck in keeping her alive. Pretty sure there's still 2 Gnosia alive. Okay, coming on a little too hard. So yeah, each run, what characters think of you at the start are changed, and that's typically fairly hard to change unless you do something to really make them dislike you. That's a bit weird, but okay. Why? So, Setsu's gone. Stella's on our side for now. Shigemichi or Gina. I guess Shigemichi would probably be who I would check to see if they're the villain. And what I'll do now is I'll go pay him a visit just to see if he can tell a lie that I can spot. Well, that didn't happen. I will investigate Shigemichi. That's always good. No one was attacked last night. And Shigemichi is on our side. So the Guardian Angel, again, I'm pretty sure this is in One Night Ultimate Werewolf, but basically they can protect a single person from being killed each warp. It doesn't work if they protect somebody who wasn't actually the target. They can't protect themselves. It's fairly limited as a role. I consider it mostly good for protecting your engineers. I might actually move myself just a bit more like that. I don't trust Gina at all now. Agreed. Shigemichi. Shigemichi's not going down. No, not Shigemichi. They are not taking down SQ. I guess let's aim for Gina then, and hope they don't go Stella. Okay. Oh. Events are important. They're basically sort of how you advance the plot. This is where you find out information about different characters, I think, and fill out the character log, which improves their skills and gets you ever closer to the actual ending of the game. Also increases difficulty a lot of the time. Why? Oh, you can get steamy quickly. Wait. Okay, that went further than I expected. I'm really hoping either Setsu or Gina was Gnosia. Can count on Stella. So now, I mean, if it's Rakio, we're screwed already. Oh no. Yep. So yep. The other clear condition, there's more Gnosia, you lose. I mean, at least you had fun before you went away forever. Okay. because of my name, isn't it? Oh, give me 11 seconds. I got no idea. So Yuriko as a character basically has super high stats. Like, she has way higher stats than anybody else, which means she's extremely powerful and hard to beat if she's your enemy. Okay, so we have two engineers coming forward, and I couldn't pick up if either were lying. Too pathetic to be an actual human. Hold on. So the discussion log is something you get to view all the time. It's really useful because basically once you have some evidence to suggest something about one character, you can see who's sort of been allying with them or suspecting them, and that can give you good insights into who might or might not be Gnosia. At this point in time, it doesn't really help us at all. It's because of my name, isn't it? What an unfortunate name. Oh, come on! Holy shit! Am I gonna get killed turn one? I don't want to sleep. Interesting. So that was a big discussion log, but Yuriko is the engineer. Raiko had my back. Raiko probably... I'm thinking Raiko's probably on my side, but there's not proof. Oh, come on. Yeah, so here's the warning that you need to have some level of engagement with conversation. The problem is talking too much, like accusing Gnosia make you seem really sus to Gnosia, and you will make yourself the next target. Alternatively, if you are Gnosia, because spoilers, you can actually be the Gnosia in this game, talking is the absolute best way to get spotted in a lie, and you will just lose. So typically Gnosias do want to keep quiet, which is why keeping quiet as a non-Gnosia is kind of risky. I don't know. Yuriko already hates me, so... Uh-oh. SQ needs to go to sleep because I'm pretty sure Rakio... That name is going to get me. Rakio is probably an ally. But who am I to know? I get destroyed in this game often. Okay, and finally, my insight yields fruit. Setsu is one of the Gnosia. That's interesting. Setsu told me to watch out for Yuriko. Now I'm really doubtful. I'm gonna defend SQ now. It's possible Yuriko is on her side. I don't know. I just made myself a huge target if Rakio is Gnosia. Goodbye. They look like my channel background. Ah. So Yuriko, as the jerk she is, just removed my ability to not be targeted. The training wheels are off. I can now be murdered and I can now be put to sleep. Both things are very bad for me. Probably lower, actually, with my stats. So, I've died a lot, which is really going to hurt the amount of experience that I've gotten so far. I don't know how many levels I have access to. But intuition is really good, and logic is very useful. And later on in the game, you unlock abilities, and abilities are awesome. I think they're called abilities. Basically, they're ways to further convince people. You can do things like point out that somebody is caught out in a contradiction, so not necessarily figuring out that they've lied, but basically showing a logical fallacy in the things they've done up to this point, which immediately marks them as the enemy to everyone. And I think you get that with logic. I think with things like charisma or stealth, you can beg for your life and prevent yourself from getting sent to cold sleep once, which is valuable. Yeah, there's a lot of abilities. I've forgotten just about all of them. It'll be good to really relearn them. So these are the current commands I have access to. And it says here, 12 out of 30. So currently you can't really do much. So I don't really know who to trust at this point. Gina doesn't trust me, but that doesn't mean she's Gnosia. The Yuriko or Rakio are Gnosia, and I can't tell which. There is a Guardian Angel, there is an Engineer, and there are two Gnosia. I could talk to Rakio and figure things out. Spotting out that Setsu is a liar is very valuable. Wait, that did happen this round, right? Yes, Setsu is Gnosia, which means the other Gnosia has to be one of the two. One of the two engineers. So let's talk to Yuriko. See if she reveals something. Yuriko has Yuriko has stupid high stats. So even if she's lying, I would really struggle to pick up on it. Well, Gina didn't trust me, so that kind of works out in a morbid way. Okay. So, Rakio is the other Gnosia. Okay. Okay. Whoa, what? Okay, Stella looks pretty safe. I think Yuriko's safe. I'm defending a lot. I'm drawing attention to myself. But I'm agreeing with this. Damn you. Whose side are you on? Oh, thank God. Okay, now we just need to get Rakio, and I need to not die tonight. I did draw quite a bit of attention to myself. There's every chance I don't wake up from this. I need an ally. Shigemichi, please convert to my side. It's just like real life. That's what you get. That works out really nicely, actually. There's good odds here now. I might just have to push hard to get rid of SQ. Not SQ. Rakio. Right? Rakio? I need to figure out how to pronounce that name. I don't have good luck here convincing them, but I gotta try something. I want to see who dug piles on Rakio. I think I'm going to deep sleep. What happened? What happened? You just believed me. Oh, I'm going down. I'm going to sleep now. I'm going to sleep. But no, not me. Oh, I didn't think it was going to go that way. I thought I was dead. You better be sorry. Holy crap. Yeah, so as expected, Setsu and Rakio were Gnosia. Gina was the guardian angel. Yeah, guardian angels are usually pretty irrelevant. So just more tutorial. The cast members can change depending on the number of people for a run. So we have 7 crew, 2 Gnosia, an engineer and a guardian angel. That can mean anything at all. And this is why it is the absolute best stat in the game. Because picking up on that lie is massive. This lets me really gauge things from the start now. So Gina and Setsu are possibly collaborators. Oh god, I'm getting put to sleep straight away. And this is the danger of speaking up when you don't have high stats. Yeah, I get it. You all want me to die. I'm dead. I'm going to sleep. I'm going to sleep. Farewell. Yeah, this is why you just shut up round 1. So, Stella... That's an interesting face. Stella and Setsu. Yeah, that's not surprising. If I say no, I'm getting murdered, aren't I? So, Comet is probably, from a stat perspective, my favorite character in the game. Because she's super good at pointing out, and she's got, like, incredibly high intuition. She pretty much always knows who's lying. And her stats are such that nobody ever believes her, and she draws way too much attention to herself. So, typically, unless she's not on your side, what she's saying is really helpful. But she's probably not going to survive to the end. Yeah, it's always cool when they do that. I really do like the artwork in this game. And the music, actually. I'm glad somebody asked that before the end. Okay. We have 2 alleged engineers. Neither of them I busted telling a porky. Comet doesn't like someone, I'm inclined to agree with Comet in day one, just because Gina has said things, so it's possible that Comet picked up on it. Comet's got really good intuition. So that's as good a clue as I have. It's also possible Comet is a Gnosia and I'm getting played, but I don't have anybody better to choose, so I'm picking Gina. Poor Gina. Goodbye. Comet is also an awful liar. So great at picking up on lies, awful at lying. So it sucks to have her on your side if you're a Gnosia. Am I Gnosia? No. So this is a really useful piece of info right here. Gina and Shigemichi are shite liars. So if you're willing to commit that to memory, that's useful. Yeah, so the game even helps clue you in. And this is one of the really cool parts of the game, that different characters have different stats, and so there are patterns, much like with human players, that you can start to observe and use to your advantage. And you really need to use that particularly early on, because your stats are awful. So, stealth and charm are valuable in the sense that with low charm and stealth, you can't do anything without drawing a huge amount of attention to yourself. Stealth makes it less likely that you'll just be randomly selected by Gnosia, but if you piss off a Gnosia, you'll still get hit anyway. Charm's really important if you want to convince people of things, otherwise they'll just put you into cold sleep. It's hard for me to know because I don't know what abilities you can unlock yet. Still, charm tends to be more important. When you're a Gnosia, because you're not a Gnosia that often, and the stats that matter are so dramatically different, stealth, performance is purely for Gnosia, and so it's only for one of the two modes, so I technically tend to tank performance and then just shut the hell up. Collaborations typically just plain make sense, even if it's a Gnosia, because you can still turn on them. Okay, so Rakiev wasn't Gnosia. So this makes it a bit hard to determine. So just because somebody's a Gnosia doesn't mean they'll finger an innocent party as Gnosia. So there's still a chance that Setsu isn't Gnosia. And it's also a chance that Shigemichi actually isn't Gnosia. But I'm pretty sus on SQ and Shigemichi at this point in time. SQ is a pretty decent liar, if I remember. Yep, okay. So now it's really likely SQ and Shigemichi are Gnosia. But convincing people is going to be so hard with my stats. Anything I say might just draw attention to me. Agreeing here would be incredibly dangerous. There's a lot of doubt with regards to SQ here. Okay, I think SQ is going down. I probably should have defended her, but I really don't want to draw attention to myself. Okay, that's good. Inverted Comet, Shigemichi, yeah. It's almost certain that Shigemichi is Gnosia. Goodbye. No, remind me, I've forgotten like everything. So that's actually pretty useful. If you're the first person to claim something, you stand out a lot more than just dogpiling on. Okay, I'm glad I have that ability. That's very useful, and I need to get my charisma to 10 because if nobody else calls out the engineers, you need to call them out. It's almost always advantageous to know who the engineers are, particularly because if you've got high intuition, you can tell if they're lying. Let's see if we can find any evidence that he's Okay, I don't think you can. Can't tell if that's sarcasm or not. I got the shivers. Oh, come on, Setsu. You're on our side. Wait, who did he just... bite the hand that feeds you much? There we go. Okay, that's an easy win. That's an easy win. We're all in agreement. Can't trust that guy. SQ should never have tried to make him look like the good guy. Man, you're the worst Gnosia ever. Bingo. Yeah, that is what a clean round looks like. None of that's unexpected. Guardian Angel was once again irrelevant, as it so typically is. Okay, I will be back in like 60 seconds. End the game, start a new one. That's always a pleasant start. Oh. And so it begins. We are Gnosia. So, I have not built my character to be a Gnosia at all. I cannot say anything or I will draw an immense amount of suspicion to myself because I have built my character as the world's worst actor ever. I will leave it all up to you. I do love that you can play both roles. I just wish that performance as a stat had value for being not Gnosia. Oh, it's a particularly hard one too. So there's 9 crew, 2 Gnosia, which means you've got to get through a lot of people. The engineer existing is, of course, very scary. The guardian angel usually doesn't matter. It's very rare that the guardian angel plays a part in the game. I'm not falsely claiming any roles. They will spot me. I have 1 performance. Typically, claiming a fake role is really valuable, but when your stats are as low as mine, you'll just get destroyed. Apologies. There we go. So yeah, I'm just going to shut the hell up. Okay, so now there's Chippy and there's Raikou. And typically you don't want to kill the engineer if you can help it. You want to get the engineer put into cold sleep. I'd also like to get rid of Comet just because she's really good at spotting liars. So there was a bit of SQ suspicion and there was a bit of Setsu suspicion. And I'm okay with either of them going. Oh, and apparently Setsu is a detractor, so I really want Setsu to go. Not sure what strategy Raiku's playing it. Why am I calling her Raikou? It's definitely not Raikou. Rakio? I keep changing what I... No, not her. They. I keep messing up this name. I think Setsu's my best bet. There's a little bit of Comet distrust. Oh, but it's from SQ who's going down next time. I'm fine with getting rid of SQ either. Either of these outcomes are fine with me. I'm still going to go Setsu. I don't want to be targeted. Oh, no. Setsu's gone. Okay. Could level up my performance. I should get my charisma up to 10 so I can at least call out the engineer. interesting. What do you have to discuss, Stella? I'm okay with that. I don't think there's much of a reason to not collaborate. And as long as I shut my stupid mouth, I won't likely do anything to make people pick up on my lies. But eventually people will be like, why aren't you talking? You should be talking more. And that will make me look suspicious, but I'm hoping to just get it sorted by then. Ah, yes, I see. So this one's interesting. We could kill Chippy, but that brings a lot of suspicion our way. Maybe kill Comet just because she's good at picking up on lies. Not taking out Setsu might be an issue. She will probably target me this round. Oh, that was a useless scan, wasn't it, Doctor? This could work out so well. Lies! I have said nothing this whole time! Oh, God. That's fine. Setsu, you can suspect a lot of people, it's fine. Oh, I think I'm in trouble here. Chippy. Oh, no, I'm sleeping. It's hard as Gnosia. It's hard as Gnosia when you have no performance and thus everybody knows you're a dirty, rotten liar. I did have a game plan there, but it did require getting lucky the second day, which I did not. Okay, 9 crew, 2 Gnosia, an engineer, and a guardian angel. Fairly straightforward for what we've been seeing so far. So now we get another role. The most obnoxious of all the roles, because good luck ever winning is this. AC follower. So, as it said, AC followers are humans, but they're on the side of the Gnosia. But they don't get to know who the Gnosia are, and they only win if the Gnosia wins. But the Gnosia don't know who the AC followers are, so the humans will be much more likely to suspect you because you're going to act in a way that's sort of in accordance with Gnosia. And the Gnosia are going to try and murder you because you're a human and it's difficult for them to figure out who the AC followers are. So it's the hardest role in the game to survive, with maybe one exception. This galaxy's gotten pretty military. Okay, so there actually is also an AC follower this round. That does make it harder for the humans. Makes it hardest for the AC follower. Oh my god, okay. So this means 3 people coming forward means that a Gnosia, an AC follower, and a human have all claimed to be engineer. Typically, Comet's pretty easy to spot on a lie, so the fact that they haven't picked up on a lie could be promising, but then my intuition isn't very high. This is the toughie. This is a real toughie. Rakio? I don't know. Might have just gotten rid of my only aid. Still, statistically speaking, probably wasn't on my side. Rage quitting out. Goodbye, Rekio. See if I can find out something about Shigemichi. Wait, who's on my side this round? Chippy, allegedly. Shigemichi won't have a bar of me. Okay, let's see if we can get Comet to reveal. Yeah, SQ, but I didn't really know anything. Okay, Comet is a sympathizer or a Gnosia. This is awkward. Now there's every chance Rakio was actually on my side. Is it Setsu and Comet? Stella could also be it. I'm worried Setsu and Comet are on the same side. Just want to take it easy. Shigemichi could also be Gnosia. trouble here. Ha! 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 Oh, crap. This is not good. It's all about Shigemichi, hey? Wow, I didn't see that outcome. Please don't get Chippy. Oh no, Chippy! Okay, I think I'm screwed. Comet was a sympathizer. Comet was not actually Gnosia. Uh-oh. 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 So... I think Shigemichi is probably human. The problem with that is I have no information then. Also, I'm going to look super suspicious now that Comet got murdered and she blamed me as being Gnosia. Oh, that's not going to look good for me. So I can then trust Setsu Stella, or Shigemichi is Gnosia, in which case I'm just so screwed. You put Chippy into cold storage, though. Who could it be? Gina? No, don't do it. You can just shut somebody up. I didn't know that was an option. Oh, I'm gone. I gotta go Setsu. There's no way they're gonna vote Gina. Oh no, this isn't going my way. It could only be Gina. It's the only one Shigemichi hasn't investigated. I have been very quiet. And there was no... Wait, no, I've been joining in here and there. No, okay. He was Gnosia. He was Gnosia and Gina. Oh my god, Setsu is... I'm gone. Yeah. I'm guessing it was Setsu and Shigemichi all along. No, Stella. Oh, I guess... Did Setsu to get him on his side, and then I guess past Stella. Yeah, well played. I didn't even know until the end. Okay. Now you're being a creeper. Lots of distrust of Comet. Oh, actually. 11 crew, 2 Gnosia, and we got the follower, which is a pain. The Guardian Angel and the Engineer. Oh, I still don't have the charisma to make the Engineers step up. That's kind of a problem. You say that about everyone. Yeah, she might not be in Gnosia. I just need to talk. Well, they'll get suspicious. God, it's so useful if she's on your side. So I don't really want to get rid of her. Target Setsu. Guess everyone was feeling that way. You should sleep more. Those eyes aren't looking too healthy. You on my side? Okay. SQ disappeared. Now we have a bit of info. So SQ was eliminated. We had no engineers come forward. SQ didn't trust Comet. Comet is the type to kill somebody she doesn't like without thinking about it making her suspicious. So it could be Comet. You put Setsu to sleep. It's a bit of distrust of Comet, but that started right at the start. And there was no way that anybody could have picked up Comet in a lie at that time. So my conclusion is I have no freaking clue. Oh, we're introducing the Doctor. That's going to really help. Okay, Doctor's a big help. Or a big pain in the booty. Depending on whether any Gnosias take the role. Oh, although it's day 2, so that means the Gnosia already could have taken out the true Doctor. You don't know. So Doctor... Actually, I'll let them explain the role, then I'll just follow it up. Yep, so the Doctor is able to, at the end of each cold sleep, check the person that was put into cold sleep to determine whether or not they were Gnosia, which is incredibly useful for obvious reasons. And Gnosia can also pretend to be the Doctor. Well, it was pretty likely she wasn't Gnosia, considering I had absolutely no reason to believe she was. This is what I really wanted to be able to ask for yesterday, and this is why I need to get my charisma up so I can ask for it. Okay, so the AC follower didn't also claim to be the engineer, which is interesting. That means it's possible already took out the AC follower. Could have been Setsu, could have been SQ. Or they might just have decided not to do it. They don't all choose to do that. So we got Jonas claiming to be the doctor, and nobody else claimed it, which makes it pretty likely he's the doctor. Otherwise, Setsu or SQ was, and we already did away with them. Kukrushka or Rakio is the Gnosia, or the AC follower, I guess. Too hard to know. Those who doubted Setsu become a little more sus, but because most people voted against Setsu, doesn't exactly mean anything. Rakio voted for Stella. Kukrushka voted for SQ, but again, it doesn't matter. Well, of course she doubts Rakio. One of them is the other's worst enemy. Oh, I thought I was talking enough. Come on. Oh, God. Am I going to get put to sleep? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think I'm going to sleep. I'm just going to put in for Akio. I think I'm actually going to go this time. I needed to speak up more. Whew, okay. I haven't gotten myself destroyed because of that. There's also every chance that Kukrushka is Gnosia, in which case I'm screwed, but I just needed somebody to put into cold sleep instead of me. That was self-preservation rather than some evidence that they were not on my side. Kukrushka's my friend, but she still doubted me. Jonas was killed because he was the doctor. That's not surprising. I'm kind of surprised the Guardian Angel didn't try to protect him. This makes it very likely that she is innocent. This is drawing attention to myself. Comet likes me. I don't want to be in trouble with Comet. Rakio claimed Gino was Gnosia, but Rakio was probably Gnosia. Kukrushka could also just be playing me like a damn fiddle. And then Gina doesn't trust Kukrushka. I think it's Gina. I just don't want to accuse her outright. I don't trust you, Gina. Oh no, where did this sudden suspicion come from? I didn't see it coming. Oh, I guess they were suspicious of me last time. Oh, I got completely played. Okay. Ah, yeah, I thought that was a risk. So SQ was the engineer, and she died day one. So we never had a real engineer, which is why you really want 10 charisma to have the ability to tell the engineer, please come out day one, in case nobody else tells him to come out. So I really need to actually level up and get that. But I keep dying, so And early game, it's just really hard to get to the end of a loop because your stats are so bad. How do? I really do like the soundtrack. So this is really cool. I think now... Yeah. So this is one of the big mechanics in the game. Basically, most characters start with relatively low stats. And as you find out things about them, their stats improve. So your opponents are actually getting better as you play throughout the game. And the better you do, the better they increase faster, which is risky. And, I missed this before. So this is pretty good. This basically this gives an insight into what each character will likely do and how they'll try to win the game. So, for instance, Gina's not got great scores in most things, which is why she typically doesn't influence people much. She does have decent stealth, which makes her pretty unlikely to be targeted by Gnosia. And her intuition's awful, so she never has any clue who's a villain and who isn't. SQ is a pain in the butt. She will sell out her allies all the time. So even when she's Gnosia, she can often not be a good ally, but she's also pretty good at convincing people to believe her. Rakio is just awful at making friends at all. So Rakio is good at pointing out when somebody's made a logical fallacy and getting them destroyed. Otherwise, Rakio tends to get cold sleeped right away, and it's not rare for her to to get just immediately put into cold sleep. Stella's all around good. Shigemichi is really good at not getting murdered. Otherwise, he's pretty useless. Setsu tends to not be hugely influential just because she tends to die early. There's Chippy. Comet. So Comet is so good at spotting liars, and then awful at getting people to believe her, and awful at not getting killed or frozen, which is hilarious. Yeah, Jonas is weird. Jonas has these stats. I don't think they actually come into play. Like, it has these stats, but I think it just sort of randomizes what he does and his effectiveness. He never seems to be particularly influential. Kukrushka is... You can really suck if Kukrushka's Gnosia, because it's hard to get rid of her. And that's interesting. We don't have... I can't remember what her name is anymore. Egyptian-inspired lady. Or Shrine Maiden-inspired lady? Oh, I'm the Guardian Angel. That's typically not very helpful. Well, that's a bit of help at least. So, there is 2 Gnosia, 11 crew, and the engineer, doctor, guardian angel, and AC follower are all active. Knowing Setsu is Gnosia is very valuable, though. That's right, I can't make people reveal their roles. Fortunately, Jonas did. Okay, well, this is really useful, so now I can really trust Comet. Take that, Chippy. This is what you get for doubting me last round. Yeah, he might be or he might not be. And I have no reason to doubt or trust either. I'm heaping it upon myself pretty hardcore too. It doesn't even mean anything. I'm definitely going to protect Comet. As for... It's not necessary that either of those doctors are Gnosia. One could actually be just the AC follower. Akio or Chippy? I don't have a reason to believe or doubt either of them. The only thing Chippy really said is that he wants to work with Kukrishka, which doesn't prove his allegiances at all. He doesn't like me, which again doesn't mean he's not on my side. Yeah, I trust Jonas. I just need to say something. I don't know. Not sure I'm okay with that. Her info could have been useful either way. Their info. God damn it. I'm trying really hard. I will get good at that. Problem is I went through my last playthrough almost right through to the end on one assumption. And then it reveals in a cutscene right near the end. So you're used to assuming one way. None of this is useful to me. None of this is useful. So you want nothing to do with me, right? Yeah. I'll protect Comet. Yeah, it was pretty obvious they'd target Comet. That makes me think maybe the Doctor got dealt with, not that the Doctor is as popular as the Engineer. I think you are Gnosia. Don't think I trust that. Oh, shit. It's possible Comet is also an AC follower, in which case I'm in big trouble. But Comet is a terrible liar, so the odds are that I will catch her out in a lie really quickly. Yeah, I'm not sure I do trust Chippy. Okay, let's just jump on in. I don't know. Will you stop exaggerating everything? I agree. I don't trust Chippy. Just exaggerating everything now. Yeah, I agree. Definitely something strange about that Setsu. Put Setsu in the fridge. Oh, come on. Where did Jonas come from? This is a problem. I'm going to attempt to protect Comet as well, but I think there's a very high likelihood that I'm about to get murdered. That makes it really likely in my mind that Chippy is Gnosia. Knew it. He's either Gnosia or Sympathizer. I knew Setsu was Gnosia. Not the information I needed. Agreed. Put the mean lady to sleep. I don't really want to stand out. Yeah, there we go. Joining in defense makes you stand out way less. Okay. I think Setsu. Where did Stella come out from nowhere for? Agreed. I agree. Can't trust that Setsu who literally admitted she's Gnosia to me. Oh my god, really? Damn it. Damn it. We're so dead. Fine. Freeze them both. Well, I guess I sort of got my way. Get out of here, Stella. Is Shigemichi? Or is it SQ? I don't know. Protect Comet. Don't let me die. Oh no. It's either SQ or Shigemichi. Comet, you are the worst at this. You have found nothing useful. That's not fair. I mean, finding out about Setsu was really useful. It's either Shigemichi or SQ. It has to be. It literally can't be anyone else. Oh, there could be an AQ sympathizer, though. So Chippy was either a detractor. Wait, no. Chippy was a sympathizer. He had to be, which means you can't trust a thing he ever said, and we cold freezed up bloody actual doctor. Turn 1. Can't trust the thing, Chippy said, and Chippy can't know anything because sympathizers don't actually know who the actual Gnosia are. SQ literally claimed that he is lying. You know, SQ might be telling the truth. Oh, come on. I should have accused somebody. I'm in trouble. I'm in big trouble. I think I'm going to sleep now. One of these two one of these two are actually the culprit. I just don't know which one. Gina doesn't like me. That doesn't mean Gina is Gnosia. That's true. Unless I would have probably picked up on lies from Comet at this point. I think they might be right. I don't know. This could be bad. I could have been played super hard. Okay. Whew. There's our MVP right there. Except not really. An engineer that discovered nothing useful. So Chippy was the follower. Yeah, okay. Jeez, even with the knowledge that Setsu was, still struggled with that a lot. So typically, what you want is to be an engineer if your stealth is high enough. But you draw a lot of attention to yourself. Still, it's a very, very valuable role to have. And what you want as an engineer is actually not to be asked, are you the engineer on day one? Because it makes you too much of a sitting target. Don't question this. She's just the biggest ball of love. That's not exactly wrong. Oh god, the worst character. I'm not revealing my role unless anybody asks. It's just better to stay under people's view. I like having Comet around at the start. Rakio. I haven't found anything strange about tuna. I think Rakia is going down. Ah, you can't even vote for him. Oh, it's good that nobody's targeting me yet. I do love that rage quit ending. I can just refuse. Nice. Yeah, neither can I. This is the worst character in the game, bar none. If this guy is... If this... okay, not guy then. If Shaming is Gnosia, good luck ever getting rid of him. Just you're not getting rid of Shaming, ever. It's true. I wonder if I would have better odds if I didn't even join the thing. Shaming has more than extremely high stealth. Shaming has a special ability that gives him very good odds of, when he is targeted for cold sleep, being able to get out of it. And the number of times I have lost runs to this guy just groveling when he's definitely the Gnosia, groveling and getting out of it and then killing me are just too high to count. The most infuriating character to have as a Gnosia. Fine to have as a non-Gnosia. Does that actually happen? So check out this absolutely amazing stat spread. Screw this guy. That stealth means he doesn't get killed, and he's also incredibly good at convincing people not to put him into cold freeze. So if he's Gnosia, you're probably screwed. Oh, I can't see Otomu's stat spread. That's interesting. Oh, good, and he's not on my side. I need that, and I want more intuition. I do need to focus on stealth. I do want to focus on stealth if I want to be the engineer frequently. Otherwise, it's probably best to just raise my charm a bit so I can actually say things without getting targeted. But if you're saying things that get Gnosia in trouble, then you also need high stealth, or they're just going to pick you as their target. So typically, raising charm without raising stealth isn't very useful, because you can have a certain level of non-interaction. It's difficult, and I like it because most of the stats have their own level of importance. Struggle against bad and naughty. Yes, please. I don't know. I don't know who to target at all. There's a lot of suspicion towards Comet, but there's a good chance that Comet, because Comet talks a lot, will say something and I will figure out Comet's lying. So I'm going to investigate Gina, actually. Chippy was attacked. Gina's human. Okay. She is just really into going on her own way. Okay, I can trust what Gina says. Actually, I can't because Gina might be an AC follower. Technically, if Gina's an AC follower, I might be able to trust Comet. Okay, well, now I'm probably dead. Well, there's some data to see. So, both Gina and Comet said that Rakio wasn't Gnosia, which does not help at all. And I can't trust Stella either way, but that doesn't mean that SQ is Gnosia. Agreed. He always defends Stella. Oh, I'm in trouble. So twice now, I've agreed against what is very likely a Gnosia. If Stella is a Gnosia, there's a very good chance I'm going to get murdered because I'm also the engineer. Yeah, I don't like my odds. I don't like my odds at all. Stella didn't trust me, but that's fine. Stella's going in the drink, but I don't think it matters because the fact that I'm the engineer means I am getting murdered. That's what I get for targeting Stella. Who said they like Stella? Jonas. I'm probably getting killed. Really could have done knowing if Stella was Gnosia. I mean, she probably was. No, Gina's safe. Wait. Yeah, I think Gina's safe. Actually, I have no reason to believe that. Wait, no, I scanned Gina. Oh my god, I need to remember what loop I'm in. Gina's fine. Unless Gina's an AC follower, in which case you can't trust a thing she says. Oh, I think Gina's going down. Oh my god, somebody actually targeting Shaming? For Well, that's a quick turnaround in friendship. Yeah, I trust Gina. Oh my god, this Gina hate. I need this to end today or I'm getting murdered. And the engineer, the doctor's already gone. I don't think it's Gina. But, I mean, even if it is, Gina can only be an AC follower. Either way, that's not important. I want Shigemichi to go, and that's really my only choice, I guess. Please, no Gina. Oh, this is not good. I'm dead. Goodbye. I don't know. I'm dead. I'm dead. I don't look well because I'm dead. Why are they not targeting me? I've got crap. Yeah, that's what I thought. Let's just go all in. I'm hoping one of the other people were Gnosias. Shigemichi is Gnosia. And Comet was definitely not Gnosia. Stella was either the follower or Gnosia. And Gina was either the other one. So, yeah, it has to be Shigemichi. And if it goes down this turn, we win. Because there's only two Gnosia. It's not SQ. Don't do this. Don't do this. You can't trust Shigemichi. Everyone, please trust me. Please. Okay. I think I'm good. Goodbye. Oh, nice. So Stella was Gnosia. Shigemichi was defending her, but he defends her all the time anyway. Gina was just messing with people the whole time. Yeah, okay. Okay, I'll do one more round, and then I will call it. I can't believe I didn't get murdered then. Yuriko is here. The final boss. Love the soundtrack change. This is it. The full cast is here. The game has pretty much opened up at this point. We have 3 Gnosia now. The full crew of 15's here, and we have every role filled except 1, and I think that's about to get filled. So, people on guard duty guarantee that they are human, which is very helpful for the human team, but you don't want to be on guard duty because, oh my god, Gnosia want to kill people on guard duty right away because there's no suspicion on them whatsoever. So basically, guard duty are people who are on extremely high priority for the Gnosia. You definitely want them on your side if you're human, and you definitely don't want to be them if you want to live. Oh, actually, I now have the opportunity to show off Yuriko's stats. And that is why Yuriko is really hard to deal with. Because Yuriko is decently likely to get killed by Gnosia. But otherwise, yeah, extremely good on either side. I wonder why I can't see the stat spread for Otome. Do not trust Rakio. That's what everyone says. Yep, okay, I don't trust Rakio. Yuriko always hates me. Just go for Rakio. Goodbye. Crew member updates means they get stronger. It's a toughie. I don't know. It's kind of... Shigemichi didn't trust Chippy, but Shigemichi tends to overact when he is Gnosia, so... Ah. How did... Well, good predict. Okay, Shigemichi is Gnosia. That's kind of what I thought. one of them... No, they could actually both be bad dudes. Because the AC follower is alive. And this is why I hate the AC follower role. Because it makes the game 3 times as hard. Can't trust either of the doctors. Wait, who got murdered again? Oh, no one got murdered. That's right. Good job, Guardian Judy. Yeah, we're getting rid of Stella. I actually think Chippy's pretty safe. I should have probably stood up for Chippy. There are 3 Gnosia, so yeah, it's really hard to tell. Just need to get my liar sensor up. SQ is lying. The easiest way to find out whether or not I can trust Kukrushka is to scan her. Because SQ might be lying. But that might be because she's just an AC follower. If Kukrushka's human, though... Ah, but Kukrushka could be an AC follow-up. Screw it. Okay, I think... I'm starting to believe Gina a lot. For some reason, I wholeheartedly agree with that statement. No! Why are you doing this? Oh, no. I'm putting myself in big danger. Forget it. Let's just really draw attention to myself. I still could very easily die, because SQ is probably going to target me now. Bye-bye. So do I die now? Shumming. Okay. Locked out. SQ is Gnosia. Now's not the time to be a Dumbo. To be cowardly. Oh no. I think we're in trouble. Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. No, no, no. This is why. Oh, this is going to be close. I'm defending Gina. I'm really worried. Please, guys, you gotta do it. You can't trust her. Okay. I think... Whew. Okay. That actually went pretty clean. Totally passed for realsies. Oh, Rakio. Did anybody actually notice Rakio was lying? In fact, you can check the discussion log. I haven't pointed this out right, but once you finish this, you actually get to see when other people notice people was lying. Was lying? Were lying. So Otome noticed that Stella was lying pretty early on. Kukrishka did notice that SQ was lying, which is completely true. SQ was lying. Gina noticed that Shigemichi was lying? Everybody noticed that he was lying, except me. He got absolutely destroyed. No wonder everyone turned on him at that point. Oh, man. Okay. Yep, well... I love it when he's Gnosia. He never lasts long, because he always wants to lie. And then Jonas also noticed that he was lying. Can't believe they didn't attack me. That was a good run. Now able to select number of crew members and role assignments. Awesome. That means you can turn off AC follower and make the game way easier for yourself, although you do get less experience points. The harder you make the game, the better your experience points get. Anyway, I said I would call it, and I am sometimes occasionally a person of somewhat words. So, thank you all for coming. I'm finishing up. Have a good one.